Folks, is a star born? Is Jonathan Kuminga finally turning the corner? The past two games have been his best in a Warriors uniform. Career high last night. We don't beat Phoenix without Jonathan Kuminga. Yes, they were depleted. We'll get into the box score. It's also below. But, it's not a good sign. I have a hair in my mouth. That we almost lost to the Suns, who didn't have a lot of players. Kuminga playing off the bench, getting starter minutes. Now, also, I have to say, when we get into it, congrats to Draymond Green. He's now third all-time in Warriors history in three-pointers made. You probably never would have guessed this, but this is wild. 702 in his career. Splash Brothers triple. Trey, early in his career, fell off the middle. Has done much better last season. This season is shooting 1 to 3 threes a game he's making. So congrats to him. Have to break that out. I was a bit surprised to see this, but Steph, Clay, Dre, all getting statues outside of Chase Center, all getting their jerseys up in the rafters. We're going to break down his situation with Buddy Hield as well, go over the Suns game, and talk about Jonathan Kuminga. Randy Silver, Warriors Digest, thank you for being here. Please like, subscribe if you want free agency news, trade rumors, everything in between. We break everything down. Warriors World, we give you everything you need to know. Not my normal background. If you hear a lot, I'm traveling for the holidays. Happy holidays to you. And I want to get into it right away. So Warriors win. You can see here, folks, though, we started the first quarter really well, 34-27, and then it flipped 38-27, even third, and we finished strong. And that's a big part to Jonathan Kuminga, big part to Curry helping a bit, and Dennis Schroder made a three to kind of ice the game. Did not have a good shooting night, has not really shot well. I broke that down in yesterday's video. By the way, the Cam Johnson video, we've been getting 8,000 to 10,000 views on these videos. Love it. Keep subscribing, watching, commenting. I read and try to respond to a lot of them. So a good win. Usually we fall in the second, third quarter, which is kind of what happened, but we don't finish well. At least we finished well. Again, the Suns were missing a lot of players. Bridges, Nurkic, and Lee. And Damian Lee had a very funny video. Steph Curry, I can't show him in my setup, but Curry at the end of the first half made a circus shot, ball behind his back, put it in, and his brother-in-law, Damian Lee, was just right there on the bench and was like, come on, man. How do you do this to us? Durant with 31 points, just killed it at Chase Center, but minus 17 when he was on the court. 1 of 5 from 3, not his best three-point shooting night. Beal, 28 points, looking back to his old self to a degree. But, without Nurkic in there, obviously, if you guys saw the fight the other day, he's out a couple of games. Small bench for the Suns. We held them to 25% from 3, 80% from the free throw line is not their best, 42% from the field. Look at the Warriors. We had a small bench today. He really kept it to a small ball lineup, small bench. Looney, Santos, Anderson, Moody, Spencer, Payton, all did not play. And Brandin Podziemski, folks. Podziemski went out during the game with an injury. I'm trying to find an update. Haven't seen it yet. Something to be aware of. Our strength in numbers are being tested. We were the talk of the town with a 12, 13-person lineup to start the season. You can see here, this was a 9-person lineup. 5 starters, 4 off the bench. And if Podziemski can't play, that puts more pressure on Dennis and Steph to carry the load moving forward. Give credit to Draymond Green, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, a very healthy stat line. TJD back in the starting lineup 4 games in a row, 16 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double. Steph Curry, 22 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Wiggins has kind of gone cold from the field, 3 of 12, 1 of 6. A couple, let's say 2 weeks ago, he was like 4 or 5 from 3, a couple games, stuff like that, gone cold. Dennis has not found his stroke yet. 1-3, he was 0-6 before that 3, the dagger at the end of the fourth. But folks, we got to give it up to Jonathan Kuminga. 34 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. He's getting better at the line. 12 of 20 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 34 minutes. So he's playing starter minutes while coming off the bench. So the question is he going to get himself back in the starting lineup, or is he going to play bench minutes? If he's coming off the starting, that means Draymond Green's going to have to play 5 and TJD slides out, or Draymond comes back from the bench, as they talked about a month ago. If Kuminga comes in off the bench, then that means probably TJD goes out, Draymond slides to the 5, or you could potentially take out Dennis or Wiggins. But it seems like with Kuminga getting more minutes, Draymond knows that means he's moving to the 5 a little bit more to the 4, because Kerr likes Kuminga at the 4. Look at the stats from the game. We made 3 more threes than them. We shot 6 more shots, made 2 more. When you look at the rebounds, we had 3 more. You look at the free throw percentage, above 70% finally, helped raise our average, which is the worst in the league. Points conceded off of turnovers, very even in terms of the total turnovers, even in terms of the points. Points in the paint without their big man, we beat them by 8. And fast break points, they beat us by 4. So a very even game. It was topsy-turvy, as you can see, but good that we got that win. So for Kuminga, his best 2-night stretch of his early career. At the Clippers, 34 points, 11 shots made, 10 rebounds versus the Suns. Tied his career high again after making it the night before. Before that, early in the season, 34 points, 12 field goals made, 9 rebounds. Best player on the floor in an extremely necessary Golden State win. First game of a 6-game homestand. I said we need to go 5-1 to get ourselves back up in the standings, and we got it done. Kuminga is a big reason for that. Steve Kerr. He feels Kuminga has turned the corner. He isn't settling for 17-footers. He's getting into the lane. He's taking the right shots, making the pass when it's not there. Kerr has said this many times. We've broken this down from last year and this year. He's turned the corner. He's turned the corner. He's turned the corner. Well, Kerr feels it's different this time. He can sense it in the way he's playing, in the way that he's moving, in the way that he's actually scoring. You know, he would have a good game here, then he had a couple bad games. Decision-making wasn't the best, and it does feel like it's different. Kerr said for this rotation, Kuminga, as you're starting, will be coming off the bench with starter minutes. So that means Curry, Schroder, Wiggins, Draymond, Jackson-Davis starting, Kuminga, 34, 37 minutes. And then you got BP, Moody when he's healthy. Let me go back. GP2, if he's healthy, can get some defense. We know Anderson has fallen off. We know Lindy Waters plays here and there a little bit, got 14 minutes last night. Hield going in and out, has not been shooting well. 0-7 from field goal, 0-7 from 3. I forgot to mention that. That is something that can't happen when he's your specialist. What happened to that buddy at the start of the season? The grind of the season. And when you're older, it gets tougher. And as I mentioned a bit earlier, Draymond talked about post-game. I'll be honest, I don't want to play 10 of 5. It's hard. He's not the biggest guy. But if that's what the team needs for Kuminga to excel, that's what he'll do, and that's what the leader does. Kuminga made a couple of big free throws at the end. He said he was nervous, but he's been shooting better lately. And Wiggins gave him a tip. And there you go, a captain on the team, a veteran in this league, giving Kuminga some tips to make him a better player. And we need him at the free throw line because he hasn't been the best. I've broken this down in many videos. Now, something about a leader. I love Draymond Green lit in the buddy Hield tonight. Hot mic, wake the F up, go sit the F down. Again, we just looked at that, folks. Hield went 0-7 from field goal, 0-7 from 3, no rebounds, 1 assist. So if you're not scoring, go do the other hustle plays, do things like that. And Draymond said in this quote, he's trying to find a way to get Buddy Hield going. He loves to figure out what makes people tick, what makes them good, what makes them bad. And without, Buddy being here for 30 games, still figuring it out. And this was his way to kind of catch him up. And he said, whatever the hot mic catches, he would say it right there at the podium. He doesn't hide anything, and I agree with that. You need your leader to push buttons, especially when you're a funk, the team's going down. You do what you got to do to win. Again, he got the most 3-pointers in franchise history. He's now number 3. Congrats to Draymond Green. And that is your Warriors update for the day, folks. Comment your thoughts on the win. Obviously not the prettiest win. Next up, we have Cleveland to end the calendar year. Let me just double check that. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. Warriors schedule. This may be changing as I do this. Yep, we have Cleveland to end the year tomorrow night, which is December 30th. And then we continue on with the homestand with the Sixers, Grizzlies, Kings, and Heat. Comment your thoughts, folks. Randy Silver, Warriors Digest. See you on the next episode.